Hey everybody, this is Emehe and welcome back to a brand new video on Hypixel Skyblock. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you my top 5 best tips and tricks on how to improve in the early game and how to faster progress. I just recently started a new save, so I'm fresh into the early game, only about Skyblock level 17, so let's get right into it. Starting off with number 1 is farming, specifically the garden. Because this is without a doubt one of the easiest ways to make money while in the early game. Farming is super easy, and specifically farming sugarcane. So you unlock the garden at, I believe, level 7. I don't know for sure, but it's really easy to make money with sugarcane because you can do it while you're flying. So if you look right here in the top left, it says blocks per second. The max blocks per second you can break in Minecraft is 20. So the best way to make money is by breaking 20 blocks a second. And if you eat mushroom soup, which is like 10,000 coins at the bazaar, it allows you to fly for like 2 hours. And then if you look diagonally and then hold W and D while going, as you can see, 18, 19, 20 blocks a second. Basically the max. And from this, I'm getting like 2 million coins an hour, I'm pretty sure the number is. And then on top of that, you've also got pests, which if you invest your pests into the pest hunter, talisman, ring, and artifact, that increase your pest chance. And pests are really good for money because when you vacuum up a pest, it gives you a random drop, I guess. I just got 7 enchanted carrot. I've gotten crazy drops from this before. I've gotten like 5 enchanted sugarcane, which is worth like 500k, which is insane. So pests are definitely not to be underestimated, especially because of how fast they spawn when you have the artifact. So yeah, that's tip number 5. Just farm sugarcane. You can do it while doing something else like watching a movie. You don't have to use your brain to do it at all, and it's really fast. Now on to number 4 though, which is a minion tip. It's a lot of people in the early game try to use, if I could teleport back to my island, that would be great. So a lot of people in the early game try to use minions for money, which is not smart. You should not be using minions for money. What you should be doing is using minions for your collection. So things, as you can see, like redstone minions, which are really good because redstone collection gives you accessory bag upgrades, which is super important. Cobblestone oak is what I have right now as well. Whatever minions you need for collection, use minions in the early game to get your collection up. Not only because that unlocks you more things, but also because that gives you a lot of Skyblock XP, which is very important in the early game, because that's how you unlock a lot of the game's content. And that actually kind of brings us perfectly into tip number 3, which is how to quickly level up your Skyblock level, which in the early game can certainly seem like a challenge, because to unlock the bazaar, I believe you need Skyblock 8, you need Skyblock 7 for, like I said, the garden, I believe, and then you also need Skyblock 7 for auto pickup, which is beautiful. But an easy way to get Skyblock level 8 is to get all of your base skills, not all of these, just the main 4, which is combat, farming, mining, and foraging. Get them all up to like level 10, level 12, which is very easy. You can do that in 20 minutes per skill. So it'll only take an hour to get all the skills done. It's not hard at all. And once you do that, you should be at a good place to be around Skyblock level 8. And if not, the collections that you earned along the way will push you forward enough to get there. I'm barely above level 10 for most of these. I'm level 12, level 10, 18, and 23, which is a bit higher. And I'm already level 17. It's just pretty much mainly collections. And using minions in the early game is a super, super easy way to level up your collections while doing other stuff like farming to earn money. Now for tip number, I believe, 2, it's something that a lot of people do not know about, which is kind of weird, so I'm going to share it here, and that's upgrades. So if you come into the town hall, or like profile upgrades, if you come into the town hall, you can talk to Elizabeth right here, which has a screen for upgrades. I've played this game for a long time, so the bottom upgrades are your account upgrades. That's why pretty much all of these are max for me, because I've been playing the game for a long time. But the top ones are your specific profile upgrades. So things like your island size, minion slots, which is super important, guest limit, which doesn't really matter, co-op slots, doesn't really matter, and then coin allowance, which is what I'm upgrading right now, which also is very useful because coin allowance I believe at max level gives you like 50,000 coins a day. I don't know for sure, don't quote me on that. But minion slots specifically are super useful, and accessory bag as well. You can also level up farming fortune, which is very nice, and you can do one bottom and one top row at the same time, so make sure you're doing these at all times. You don't need to prioritize these. As you can see, this upgrade, which I'm doing, farming fortune 10, takes 21 days left, and it's been going for like 2 weeks already, I think, so it takes like a month. So certainly don't need to keep this in the forefront of your mind. You can kind of just forget about it. But also here, I believe if this is your first time playing Skyblock, Elizabeth or somebody here will give you a free booster cookie, which is these things up here, which normally you have to pay for. I think they're like $5 each, and these are awesome. You gain all of these beautiful things that it says right here that I'm not gonna tell you what they do. You can read it if you want. But most importantly, it gives you 9,000 bits, which you can spend in the bit shop. And bits are a really easy way. So pretty much what it does is it just gives you bits while you play. So after the booster cookie runs out, which takes, I think, like 4 days, you will have 9,000 bits. And you can spend those bits on things like god potions or cat items or builder wands, you know, and a lot of these things you can exchange to get a lot of money. Like, you can spend those 9,000 bits and get more than 10,000 coins, which is how much a booster cookie costs in game. So it's kind of like an infinite money method that takes time if you kind of play it right. But if you don't want to do that, it can also just give you some really nice early game upgrades, like these stacking enchants, specifically ones like cultivating, which is amazing, especially for farming, which I still don't even have in this save because it's 4 million fucking coins. Super expensive. But finally, on to tip number 1, which is actually something that I haven't done. I don't know where all my coins are. There, it's in the bazaar. I've been bazaar flipping, I see. Anyway, tip number 1 is 1,000,000 coins. There you go. As you can see, I have 1,000,000 coins now. You need to have 1,000,000 coins in your bank at all times. I don't follow this rule, as you can see, but you should, because there's something called interest, and you earn 2% interest with all the coins in your bank. So with 1,000,000, you will earn 20,000 coins. That's easy money. 20,000 coins per. I don't even think it's every day. I think it's every. No, it is. It's every day, every 28 hours. Jesus. 20,000 coins is very nice, especially when you don't play the game and you kind of take breaks from it. That 20,000 coins can stack up quickly. And of course, the more interest you get, the more money you have. The more money you have, the more interest you get. So that's something to keep in mind as well. But that should be your main goal for the early game. Once you reach Skyblock level 8 and unlock the bazaar, your main goal should definitely be to get 1,000,000 coins. And then when you get there, you're kind of set to just kind of play the game, you know? But that is going to be my top 5 tips and tricks. I believe that was 5, if I counted correctly. So with that said, I would like to thank you all for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you, and goodbye.